Sup everyone, XQW Wilo W82 80s here, and today we're racing at Catalunya for one of the Nations Cup races, and we're driving the Super Formula cars. So a standing start for this race, and in pole position we have Rodavento, so very good qualifying done by him to start in pole position. In P3 we have Calderel, in P4 Jono F1, in P5 Dino, and in P8 we have Basically, one of the big YouTubers from Gran Turismo, so definitely check his channel out. Has some good stuff on there. And we're starting this race in P16, break is in P17, so very bad qualifying. Yeah, we had a good lap, but just didn't seem enough against these drivers. But let's try to get a good start. Seems like we get away very well, but we decide to save the boost because we are starting that far back. So we have a bit extra for the rest of the race. And down a position we go. But we just brake a bit too late and had to avoid everyone. And just go too early onto the throttle, cold tires, and just managed to hang on, but down to last position we go. So definitely a very bad start by us. So yeah, that's not very not very good to be in last position. We also lose a lot of motivation if you're at the back right now, so yeah, let's see what this race will still have an offer for us. So you can see in front of us the Spaniard Calderon spinning and going into the wall. So it seems like he just clipped the inside of the curb with his front wheels and round he went. As we can see, some drivers serving their penalties here. A bit of contact into the hairpin, and immediately up some positions we go up to P15. And seems like we can go around the outside of the Portuguese driver, so up to P14. And also P13 has a penalty, so it seems like we're not the only one with a bad start in this race. And also two cars to the pits. They were on the normal component tires. We are also on the normal component tires, and we also have to use the softs. On the boost we go, and we pass the South African up to P11. Yeah, had a penalty, so we wanted to get in front of him as quickly as possible. So yeah, that still worked out okay after our bad start. And some more penalties up ahead. So we're not going to stay too long onto these hard tires, and yeah, probably pit somewhere into the next couple of laps to try and go for a longer stint on the soft tires. So we hopefully can undercut some of the cars in front of us, but yeah, we will struggle at the end of the race then. So let's see what happens and what we will do. So there the penalties are served, and up to P10 we go in front of the Portuguese driver. So already into the top 10, so that's much quicker than I expected after that start. Very happy to see that, but let's go into the pits right now. Onto the soft tires we go. So yeah, they're both obligated, the soft tires and medium tires. Long way to get to the pits, but here we are. Onto the softs and out we go. Where will he come out? Seems like P17. And up ahead are the two guys that have pitted in lap 1. But now we have 1 lap fresher normal tires. And clear air in front of us, so let's just try to save our soft tires a bit. Don't push too hard on them too early on, and just drive our own pace here. So I just have to play the long game a bit here. Yeah, I think the South African started in P5 in this race. So definitely seems like we have gained some time. Or maybe he was just involved in some chaos in the start. Plenty of chaos in this race, in the first lap. Luckily we managed to stay out of trouble and capitalize on it. So maybe it wasn't that bad after all to be in last position after the first corner. As we have another driver into the pits, the ancient lap. And will we be able to pass him? There he comes out of the pits. Seems like we just managed to get in front of him. So that worked out quite well. Seems like we managed to get a bit closer to the cars in front. So crucial right now is to just try and run our own race here. And hope to not be held up too much. That's the only way possible to manage to catch up many positions in this race. Because once you're stuck, very difficult to overtake in these cars. Being close behind someone is it just reduces your grip level so much that you just lose a lot of time. And not too much place where you can overtake. Luckily there's a push to pass system. That was difficult to pronounce, it seems like. But yeah, it's not enough to make a lot of passes happen in this race, so you have to use it wisely. Seems like we managed to get in front of breakers as well. It's up to P15. Yeah, I think normally we would be, before the pit stops, we would have been around P12. So you can see in front of us, Dino with a penalty. Very easy track to get penalties. Once you're a bit wide off the white line, you immediately get a penalty. So just very crucial to stay out of trouble here and to avoid these kind of things. It easily costs you some positions and obviously some time as well. Seems like it helped us to get a little bit closer. Also a very short race to be an FIA race, only 30 laps. Could easily be a daily race, this one. I think it was only 20 minutes of late. Some more people into the pits. But where will we come out in all of this? Seems like P13, 60 in front of us, basically. He started in P8 in this race. So it seems like we have really managed to get up some positions and be into the front half of the field already. So yeah, very good YouTuber basically. So definitely check his channel out. But yeah, you will have now fresh soft tires, so you will be very quick. We have already driven 3 or 4 laps on it. I think it's our fourth lap right now. See, we have 3 laps older soft tires. So that's a very noticeable difference. So we'll be a bit slower than him. But he will also be held up by the 2 cars in front of him because they are still one lap older tires than me. But maybe if they start battling, we can be able to catch them back up. So definitely not over this battle. I also saw our pit stops to unfold, so yeah, very curious to see who will come out in the end of this race. Possible to know right now where we are on the track right now. Oh yeah, right now we know where we are, but once everything has played out. Also the leader into the pits. So it seems like he has only done 7 laps onto the soft tire. As we can see, another penalty for Dino. And basically managed to overtake him. So up to P10 he goes. So yeah, surprised that everybody just does not more laps onto those soft tires. So we have Monaco Robin into the pits, which we also managed to get in front of. It's up to P11. Now let's try to get closer towards Dino because he has a penalty, half a second. So if we get close enough, that could be another position we can gain. I might be able to stay ahead of him because he has older tires than us. So we have 1 lap advantage of our tires. One more corner to go before we enter the penalty zone. Will we be able to overtake him? Let's see. Here we served it, and we are up to P10. So just managed to do it. It seems like we really managed to close up with Basic Ali and the Frenchman. It seems like we have more cars into the pits. We're up to top 10 position already and we don't have to stop anymore. Seems like we're going to just rejoin behind the spare, it seems like. So just not enough to overtake him. It seems like basically has also made the move for 6th place. So fresh tires for the spares, so it will be very difficult for us to try and overtake him. But I think we can already be quite happy with our 9th position. Nothing to complain about after being in last position after the first corner. But still not over this race, so let's still see what can happen. I think it might be a possibility to still overtake the Frenchman in P7. So we have a slight mistake by the spared. Also the Frenchman in front was just had a slight mistake. So we just took a little boost. Can't disparate, but our car just stops out, and I think he also has a slipstream. So can we overtake him? Yeah, it seems like we just can't. So 4 more laps to go, and we get very close towards the 2 cars in front. As the Spirit has a 1 second penalty, I think he slightly made contact with the Frenchman. So yeah, very frustrating for him because not much happened, just a slight tap probably. So it seems like we're going to gain a position. Up to P8 we go, and also the Frenchman in front has a half second penalty. So it seems like we really managed to capitalize on others' mistakes. Just have to get a bit closer for the next lap to try and go for the overtake onto the Frenchman. As we have the South Africans spinning out. Very tricky on those in this chicane. And we just did a slipstream with the Frenchman side by side, and looks like we're going to make that move happen. So very crucial to do, because now we have fresh air and a bit of fresher tires, so we might be able to pull a slight gap towards the Frenchman. And up to P6 we go, from last position after the first corner, so very happy. And seems like we managed to pull away from the Frenchman, so we're just going to go a bit forward into the video. So traveling through time and space once again, onto the final lap we go right now. Still in P6, so everything just stayed a bit the same. As we have Calderon behind us, but he has a penalty once again. Our tires are not so fresh anymore as the beginning of this stint. So it'll just be the case of trying to keep our 6th position. But luckily he has a penalty, which gives us a bit of breathing space normally. Looking behind, he's very close right now, so it looks like he's a bit faster. So I think we're just trying to start to struggle on our older tires. But luckily you'll have to service penalty here, because otherwise it would have been still very exciting to keep our 6th position. So we see P3 into the far distance. Also Road Adventure in front of us, who started from pole position. So I think we have done quite a good job in this race to still finish in P6. So definitely very happy with that result, because after qualifying I was quite worried that we didn't have the pace for this race. It seems like we still managed to do a good job and finish in P6. So very happy with that. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully see you next time. Bye.